Okay, what's happening, guys? Just hopped myself out of a little meditation, doing some cleansing and whatnot. Chilling here in the Airbnb Vizzle. Got inspired to talk to you about something that's been on my mind for a little bit now. What would that be? That would be the act of letting it go. Now, this is really important, especially if you're going through the healing process. Sorry about my hair. I'm just feeling kind of lazy today. But so letting go. Now, I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, whatnot, and books and everything. And this practice seems to come up a lot. You know, you need to let it go, let it go. And for me, I was always like, okay, that's neat and all, but how do I let it go? Like, do I just is that letting it go? Like, because I'm pretty sure the stupid shit I did at a party a week ago, I'm still holding on to it, right? So where do I put this? Where do I go? What do I do with this? Okay, so I guess to really understand how to let it go, you got to understand how it got there in the first place. And that has to do with your reaction and creating an attachment. So, in moments when you're presented with energy, whether it be a person, situation, emotions, yada, 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 when you're presented with that, when you are given that, typically, especially in our level of existence, we tend to give it some level of resistance, judgment, what have you. And with that, we create an attachment or a reaction to it. So when you create this reaction, or you ultimately creating an attachment, the reason I say it's an attachment is because you have to remember that all this energy that you're being presented with is not only, well, you're bringing it in at the very moment you're putting it out, right? This energy is flowing through you, everything around you. I know we have this illusion right now that everything is separate, but your entire existence is just energy flowing through. It's just energy flowing, right? So when you are presented with energy, and it's all the same, it's all energy. There's no separation. When you resist that, or you create a reaction to it, you end up holding on to that, right? You didn't allow that energy to flow through you, so you end up holding on to it. And that has to do with our soul or our emotional body. So now we know how the energy got there, right? Your emotional body, all this and that, whatever, created reaction, resistance, yada, yada, yada. You didn't let that shit flow. Now you got it trapped in your emotional body. And this is where the letting go takes place. But letting go, how do you do this? There is no right way to do this, okay? If you're asking me, and if you're watching my videos, you kind of are, we're living in an infinite world, an infinite reality. We're multidimensional. We're much bigger and more beautiful than you know. So there is so many different ways that you can approach this same scenario. And it's beautiful because so many of us are on very unique paths. Every single one of us is on a unique path, right? So, the way that I managed to do it was through Reiki. Recently, I had created an emotional attachment about a family member of mine, and I didn't really recognize it. I held on to it for a couple of days, and when I went to do my own self-healing, at a certain point where I was, doing my thing, right, flowing that energy, and the thought arose, and it started to make me cry, and I released it. And then, the funny thing about it is, I didn't think about it all that much anymore, right? So I let that stuff go. That's how I let go. And some of you, it can literally be as easy as, I will not allow this to affect me anymore. It could be your mantra. I will not hold on to this energy. It can be that easy for you. It doesn't have to be Reiki. In fact, it could be both. It could be something else. It could be something that you're learning about right now that I don't know about, but you're like, oh, Mr. Inner Power, you're onto something here, right? Maybe that's what your path is. So, and the other thing to be important, that's important to remember, is that once you let go, there's still more healing to do, right? So now you're awesome. You found your way to let go, and you did that. You're like, okay, flowing shit through you. You're doing a lot better, less judgment. Now you need to recognize your thought patterns, your physical, I guess not your physical, but your mentality that made that attachment, right? Because most of the time, and some of it can come from things that you don't remember, if you believe in past lives and all that. I'm not very well versed on that, but I do believe in that. So if you live in a past life, you could have energy that you're holding on to from there. But I really don't know much about that. Sorry, I can't help you. But anyway, so say this is an emotional attachment that you created, right? So now you've let it go. You've released that energy, and you're flowing better again. You need to recognize how you attach that energy in the first place. What kind of memes? I know that's a common word for funny shit on the internet, but memes are like your beliefs, your thought patterns, right? That's what you need to recognize. You need to start looking into those and understanding how they created this resistance. And that will help you not only heal more, but not trap any more energy within yourself, or reduce the amount, right? Because we're not all perfect, right? I'm still going through this process. I'm still figuring out different traits that I have that are holding on to energy. And if you're asking me, the biggest, the whole point of letting it go is to basically live a life without attachment, without reaction, and just to allow the energy to flow through you. And I think that is when you become truly enlightened. And to me, telling yourself that you are enlightened is totally against the core experience of being enlightened. But that's my 2 cents on the subject. I think that about covers everything that I wanted to talk about. Thanks for putting up with me and my crazy hair. Yeah, thanks for watching. Check out my Instagram _inner_power_. I haven't posted something on there in a while, but I think I'm going to talk about a story when I'm pretty sure a homeless guy read my mind. That was pretty weird. I'm going to probably do that. I'm going to post other stuff on there, and also give updates when my YouTube channel is throwing up another video. While we're on the subject, throw down that subscription button. Why not? Get a little bit of this Mystic Moody shit, right? Okay. Peace out. Love you guys.